Without the teaching, like worksheets, some questions can be quite confusing. So it's neat, and especially if you don't have that support at home, it's good to have something to explain the question if you don't get it in class.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Thomas, and I'm a maths teacher at Elsham High School. So what you've just seen there is 3 of the students that I currently teach, expressing the issues surrounding revision and homework. When I first started teaching, for the first 2 years, we actually used a website to set homework and revision. This had so many problems. Parents couldn't access the site, students didn't like the worksheets, their explanations were all different. To be honest, it was carnage. Purely and simply because a one blanket approach to education simply doesn't work. So what I did, along with my department, is create a YouTube channel with over 100 videos with the explanations exactly as we do in class. This allows students to go home and see it over and over again to help with their revision and their homework. We already have 2,000 hours of watch time, and there's some great success stories already. As a Year 7 student who just started this year, mid-ability, couldn't do factorising in lesson, so we gave her some questions, gave her the videos to go and watch, and she actually got the highest score in the whole year group. This is actually not just an individual basis, this has had a massive effect for classes. From last year to this year, every single class has actually improved on their exam results between 10 and 20%. But we want to take it further. The first thing I learned in my teacher training is that everyone learns differently and at different speeds and at different ways. So what we want to do with our app is give teachers the power to customize, to tailor resources, questions, and everything like that to get the most and most effective learning for our students. So I'm just going to give you a quick demo about how we're going to do that. On the left-hand side, this is what the teacher will see. They'll go, I'm going to select expanding double brackets. I'm going to have a look at the questions available. And Emma, on the right-hand side, was a student who just did the talking at the start. I actually teach her, she's my Year 10 class, and because I'm her teacher, I know she's in top set, I know she needs to be challenged. So I'm going to add this extra question to give her that challenge. She can then choose which platform she wants to use. In this case, she's already using the game that we designed this weekend called Box Attack. Once she's finished that, as a teacher, I will have all the statistics surrounding that, so I'll know first and foremost she's actually done her homework, good times. And I'll be able to get all the questions she's got wrong or got right, and I can actually then plan my lessons to tailor for her needs. She can also have the actual ability as well to comment and actually communicate with me directly as well. How else are we going to actually engage other learners? Well, we've got a variety of different games. You can see this one on my right here. This is versus mode, so you can get your friend and pick a particular topic, get questions, and it's a bit of a speed round. Who can answer quickest? First to 10, obviously you've got a timer. Adds that competitive element. With all the other actual activities we have, we also have a leaderboard so they can see how they're doing within the class or the year group or across the whole country of everyone who's using the app. Basically allowing students to learn in several different ways.
In 2019, UK schools spent over £1 billion on educational technology, and that number's growing every single year. Our target market is secondary schools, of which there are over 4,000 in the UK. We've already got one school who has already told us that we can go into their school and we can implement our app. That's going to give us some fantastic feedback moving forward. Every school in the country will receive a free trial for a period of 6 weeks or a half term, and from that they can then see what's the benefit to their student and how easy it was to implement for their school. In terms of our pricing, we're going to use a tiered system, so schools will pay an annual subscription fee, and based on that subscription fee will be the size of the school. Bigger the school, the more they'll pay. As you can see from above, in year 2, well, by the end of year 2, we're looking to be almost breaking even, and by the end of year 3, we want to sign up 100 schools. To put that in perspective, that's 2.5% of secondary schools in the country.
With this app, teachers will have the ability to specifically target every single student, allowing them to learn effectively.
Thank you for your presentation. The judging panel loved your rendering, loved the concept, thought it was great. We did, however, have some questions around your business model. The UK EdTech market is known as the basket case globally. Cambridge University, arguably the strongest education brand, loses around £12 million a year, but it does it just to be associated with the UK education market for its international markets. How are you going to guarantee a return on investment when Cambridge University can't?
So can you just say that last bit of the question again? Sorry, I didn't quite hear it.
How are you going to get a return on investment when you're selling direct to schools?
Okay, so I think this is probably a question for me to do. So from what we've looked into the market, schools are actually already spending the money, but they're spending it on apps that aren't functioning for them properly. The money is there, the schools are clearly spending it. Looking at Elsham High School, for example, their budget this year was reduced because they actually didn't use all of their budget. The space is there, it's just got to be shown by the schools and by the departments that it is that worthwhile to have that educational technology in place.
If I could just, also add on to that. I think our biggest selling point, me as a teacher, if I'm going to go and do the expanding double brackets, I'd go and Google expanding double brackets, and there's never a worksheet that will fit my class. I always have to take 3 or 4 different things from every single different resource and put it together and form it myself. And this is the issue. All these different websites, apps, different companies, everyone says, use this. It doesn't fit my class. With our app, we can customize everything. Thank you.